reason, the judge has shaved a year off his sentence. So instead of getting out whatever summer, he'll get out next summer. So this summer he's still in jail, but the next summer he'll be free. I gotta tell you something. You know, putting children aside, because pedophilia and anything having to do with kids is the worst crime ever. But the second to worst crime ever to me is bank fraud, credit card theft, forgery, because that's some slimy mess. Yes. I'm sure you all know people, and you might not even know that they're those people, because they're not the ones that wear the masks and look like, you know, downtrodden. It's really a high, as crimes go, they're usually highfalutin style crooks who do things to you, like they show up at the cocktail party where you're at, and they'll have that magnet, they'll rub up against you and you won't even feel it. Zzz, all your credit card information. Ladies, the machines are strong enough now, they go through our handbags. Zzz. They're the ones, they see your checkbook laying around and take that check in the middle, you don't even miss it. Our experts are doing your signature. You won't even know the money is gone until it's gone. These are the ones that put gas bills in your name and you don't even know. They're the ones that when you get out of the car to run into the store for a pack of gum, they're all in your glove compartment, taking down your insurance information, putting insurance in their name or in your name on their cars. And the thing is that we're so busy these days, a lot of us, it takes a moment before we even discover it. And by the time we discover it, you know, because one thing about fraud thieves, they change residence a lot and they move around a lot. And usually they have a few people who will hold them down, like have them live in, you know, a bedroom in the house or whatever. So anyway, Apollo, his sons, well, you know, president and vice president are now 8 and 5 years old. And he's been in jail for 5 years. So the vice president doesn't even know his dad. And the president could barely speak at that time. Now he speaks full sentences. He's got a very good vocabulary. There's some cute kids, I'll tell you. They are. Apollo, you really messed up. Anyway, so Phaedra is now dating a Chicago DJ. I don't know that I've ever met Tone Capone, but that's Tone Capone. That's a real popular DJ name that guys give them, a Tone Capone. I wonder if he shouts her out like when he does the top 8 at 8 countdown. My girl Phaedra's coming in tonight. You know, we'll be over at the so-and-so. See you there. That's a come up for him, you know? So that's what's going on with her love life. And Apollo's got a love life. Remember, we talked about it here on Hot Topics. He's been engaged for quite some time to this woman right here. And she met him through those Dear John letters to prisoners. Some women don't think that you know, there's anything out here, so they'd rather write letters and wait. Well, there is word, though, that Phaedra might be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, remember. And I never really got it straight whether she left Atlanta Housewives or she was fired. Either way, I've been saying all along, I think they need Phaedra back. Yes. Yeah, right? Like, even without Apollo, they need Phaedra back and see Phaedra date. Now she's with Tone Capone. That'll be good for his ratings on the radio, you know? And then she'll break up with him and or break up with her, and then she'll go on and date other people, and she gives us the And she's got an enviable twerk game and the whole bit. See who's going to use her for a lawyer, you know, now that she's done Housewives. See who's gonna let them bury their loved ones at the funeral home. You know, she's into that. Well, you know, I have to say, 5 years, it really did fly by. This is what I talked about in terms of Apollo when it was announced that he was going to prison. Take a look. Maybe reality TV will be over by the time he gets out. You know, we can only hope. No, but you know what? When he gets out, maybe they could do a show, Apollo Goes Straight. You know, gets a job, Apollo gets a job. No, Apollo, nobody cares. But you know what? I'm a woman and I'm allowed to change my mind. That's right. You know what? I do care. I do care. I want to see Apollo on reality TV, but this is the only way I'll accept him. Phaedra's got to be hired back for Housewives of Atlanta. Then we got to see Phaedra dating all around the place and navigating dating Apollo and them co-parenting the kids. Now, yeah. All while twerking and partying and drinking and fighting with the others. You know what I mean? That plot line could really be the star of the Atlanta Jewel. What I don't want to see is too much of the kids. Like, I like the kids and everything like that, but you know, when the kids come in the room on our reality TV shows, they tone down the ratchet, and we need it to be brought back up. But it'd be interesting, like, to see whether the vice president says, "Get off me, you ain't my daddy." You know? And the president says, "Who is you?" Good news. Listen, and you might not agree with me, there are only two of us in Hot Topics who are obsessed with Sex and the City. That's me and my bureau chief, Jen. That's it, that's it. Everybody else doesn't care. They don't care. Clap if you care. Okay. I know my crowd. Hey, Rambo. Oh, Rambo's not here. Who are you? Hi. You've got Rambo's camera. Well, can you flip it around here? They didn't introduce me to you. Oh, it's Steve. Steve, I didn't recognize you from that angle. Just a little shoe cam. I like them. Ooh, nice and comfortable. They cover the toe cleavage. If you don't have good toes, I don't have good feet. Anyway, look, so speaking of shoes, Sex and the City might be coming back to TV, and I am pushing for this. Paramount. The smart people at Paramount are developing, they say, a new show called Is There Still Sex in the City? It's going to be based on the creator of Sex and the City, Candace Bushnell's new book coming out in August. All right, follow me, so we have summer reading, comes out in August. Shout out to whoever's publishing the book. Can you please send me, I need that. I need that in my life. I'll read that before the Mariah book, and then I'll get to the Mariah book. Okay? But that was Candace Bushnell, and might I suggest something to you, Candace? She's the creator, you know, of Sex and the City, the show that we love so much. But she also is, she modeled Carrie after her in real life. And what I'm thinking, Candace, is, all right, so we're fine. Samantha is gone. She doesn't want to be on the show anymore. And we don't want a rename of Samantha, but we do need an oversexed character to meld with Carrie and Miranda and Charlotte. You can't do the show with only 3 people, even though I love all 3 of them, but you need the oversexed one. So I would suggest that Candace plays Samantha, right? Who would play it better than the person that created it, right? So the show that they're doing, that's for the movie, by the way. Oh gosh, I'm doing too many suggestions. That's for the movie. Now the show, they say, won't be featuring Carrie, Miranda, Charlotte, or Samantha. Hold on, because I found this to be a pretty good idea. The show is gonna focus on the habits of Upper East Side, New York City's women in their 50s. Perfect. What they date, what they wear, who they do, how they're doing it. I like it. I'm watching. We won't know these women, but we'll get to know them, I'm sure, and love them like our 4 original girls. Then we need to work on this movie. Candace, you play Samantha and get that out there. Then the book, please get the book out to the fans sooner than August if you can. And also, one more thing, if you really want to celebrate and just really blow it out, Sex and the City people, I have a suggestion. Have a Sex and the City cruise. Look, right? And you have it for men and women. And if you need a host, I'm your #1 fan. I love it. Normally, I think of cruises as being so cheesy, but I could do like 5 days, you know, with the Sex and the City theme, all kind of parties and stuff. Right? Good luck. So, Lil Wayne is mad, and now I'm mad too. Well, he's ready to sue over an old notebook. Well, yes, he can write. I heard that, co-host. A man who works for a car dealership, in other words, like a mechanic or something, found Lil Wayne's old notebook in a car that once belonged to Wayne's record company. In other words, Lil Wayne's notebook. The notebook was dated back from 1999. It was in Lil Wayne's garage at one of Lil Wayne's houses during the Hurricane Katrina. You know he's from Katrina territory. During Hurricane Katrina, when everyone was fleeing, nobody's going in their garage and grabbing notebooks. The notebook was flooded, and there were a lot of the writings that were runny, but you could still see what they said. The notebook is legible and still put together. And now, there is a company that wants to sell, a company that sells historic artifacts that wants to sell this book for $250,000. Well, Lil Wayne found out about this notebook, and now he wants it back, and he's threatening legal action. Well, in it wasn't a diary, it was lyrics, you know, Lil Wayne lyrics, but you know what? I side with Lil Wayne, and I was the only one in our morning meeting. Yeah. I'll tell you why. I feel like, you know, it's not like he left it on the side of the road or threw it in a garbage can. He left in stress, you know, while his part of the country was going through a terrible thing, and it's only right that he gets this notebook back. And Wayne, if they give it back to you, the right thing to do is to give whoever gives it back to you a little tip. A little tip. A little tip. Have you ever lost, well, you don't write lyrics for songs, but have you ever lost a diary? Clap if you have. Clap if you have. Well, honey, I don't know how you address your diary. You know, now that I'm grown, I think diaries are dangerous and corny. You know, I like to live life hard and then forget about it. I don't want to look back and remember and call myself stupid, stupid, stupid. When I was a DJ in Washington, D.C., and I got my first job, thanks, D.C., at WOL. And I got my first job in New York at Hot 103.5. This is back, we do go way back, don't we? And I got my first radio job in New York. I lost the diary, and here's how it went down. First of all, the diary dated back from my entire senior year of college. I said I want to remember my entire senior year, all the stupid stuff that I do. And then, you know, my first paying radio job was in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, and I went there and I journaled very specific. And then I got my job in D.C. and I journaled very specific. And when I say specific, I mean you would know that it's Wendy Joan Williams' diary, because I would address, I would write very, like, she called me Wendy Joan Williams, and then I put in parentheses, I hate when she calls me that. You know, this bee. And we got into it. Or he and I went out, and then describe everything. You know? Or I hate my job, and here's who I hate, and here's why. So the movers came to move me from DC to New York. And when they did that, I had all, you know, the furniture and all the other kind of stuff over there, but I had a very specific piece of luggage with me. I had some really nice designer handbags and a big piece of Fendi luggage. This is before roller luggage. It was a square. And, and I had all my designer bags in there. I didn't have a whole lot, but what I had counted. And I also had my diary in there. The diary was like this thick and full of juice. I don't, you know, and I'm very meticulous, so I'm there bossing around the movers, telling them what to do and where to go. I guess either I went to the bathroom, I was so busy, caught up in my feelings, bossing somebody, that my piece of luggage disappeared, and I didn't realize it until I finished paying the movers in New York. They left my apartment, and it might have been a few days later, because I got right on the beat of radio. I think I worked a shift like that night. I hustle, you know. I didn't realize it until maybe a week later that, oh my gosh, my luggage is gone, but forget the designer bags. If this New York thing works out, I'll be able to buy plenty of them. But the diary. What if I become famous? The diary. And now, you know, you stupid movers. Stupid, stupid boys. Because boy, oh boy, would you have some juice to tell. Right from the horse's mouth. Stupid movers, they took the handbags, they probably threw the notebook away saying, oh, what is she, a scientist or something? Not knowing. Anyway, did you watch Real Housewives of New York last night? Yes. Clap if you did. Okay. Still not as many people as I would like. Well, I ride for them. It's my favorite franchise. Anyway, and then Jersey, and then Atlanta. All right, we're not gonna go through all that. All right. I saw a scene that smacked me as racially uncomfortable. I won't say insensitive, and I'm not gonna say that they meant anything by it. But when I saw it, immediately, I was like, what? What? All right, you take a look and then we'll dissect.
Hey. Huh? You look beautiful. I thought it was gangster.
It was, but I had a thing before and I tried to market it
so
as
I don't
this
look
because
like
No, I was gonna wear this sequin Gucci jacket, but I thought I already had this up. But I feel like a little bit of a gangster.
Yeah, this is good.
I'm hosting
Look,
a
I
sit-down.
did my hair pink for
But I'm
you.
hosting a sit-down.
Is everyone else coming up gangster?
I don't think you look gangster. I think you look like just good, cool.
Thanks.
Pink hair.
Well, she said it was a gangster
No, it
look.
is. She looks a little more gangster.
Oh, you dress gangster, I got it. So is the pink hair for the gangster look?
Yes.
Or is that,
I just...
wow, you went all out.
Only clap if you thought that there was something a little insensitive there. Okay. Because even Jen, my Roni's sister in the name of Hot Topics, even she said that she didn't think anything of it. She thought it was funny. She thought she looked cool. And I know Dorinda doesn't have a racist bone in her body, neither does Bethany, and neither does Luann. But Bethany called the girls together to have like a little intervention conversation between Dorinda and Luann because they've been fighting a lot and Bethany wants everyone to get along. So that's why she called it but she meant gangster, like Italian, I think. But she took it, to me, gangster like a black thing. You're forgiven, Dorinda. I know you meant nothing by it, but look, you all, you really do need to open your eyes and be a little smarter over there. Real Housewives airs Wednesday nights on Bravo. We talk about a lot here on Hot Topics, and how often have we talked about the Pope? All right, we don't want lightning to strike the studio, but the Pope is finally worthy of Hot Topics. For years, it's been a tradition that when you meet the Pope, you kiss his ring, right? Well, this new Pope wants to be seen as the cooler Pope, a little looser on the morals, you know, getting with the times. So earlier this week, the Pope wasn't having the ring kissing and just looked at the snatch back of the hands. Look, the Pope is throwing shade. The video went viral, and a close aid. This is the thing, you know, before you meet the Pope, the word is that they give you like a list of 25 things that you should do and how you should act when you meet the Pope. And to me, they're missing one thing. They're missing that one person, you know, when you're next in line, there should be somebody standing there saying, today the Pope does not want his ring kissed. Now this Pope has a little bit of an attitude because he says, most of the time, I don't want you to kiss my ring. Sometimes you can kiss my ring. It depends on the side of the bed that I wake up. That's that. So if you meet the Pope, just check his temperature before you kiss his ring. That's all I'm saying. We got more great show for you today, everybody. Up next, friend to the show, Empire star, Tasha. Tasha Smith is here. So grab a snack and come on back. Our first guest is the star of the hit show Empire, and she's opening up about her life on TV1's Uncensored. Take a look.
When I was in New York trying to do my comedy, a lot of people didn't know that that was the time I was stripping because I needed to make some money. I was like, I'm not getting paid at all to do comedy, so I need to make some money so that I can afford to do comedy. And so that's when I got hooked up at a strip club, and I would go, you know, I would go from the strip club to the comedy club, to the strip club to the comedy club, from the comedy club to the strip club. And no one knew I had glitter up underneath my little outfit, honey, and was running back on stage.
So please welcome Tasha Smith.
It's so funny when I hear myself talk about stripping, because honestly, if I had to strip today, honey, I wouldn't make it, okay? I mean, I'm not that good, okay?
Is it that you don't have rhythm?
Sis, I really don't. I knew how to shake my ass.
Okay.
And because back then you didn't have all the booty injections.
Right.
I had a big ass and big way with a lot.
Right. Everything was natural.
Exactly.
And the men didn't expect much?
Honey, honey, you didn't have to
They were drinking.
Sis, you did not have to do acrobatic trips on,
Yes.
you know, on the pole, honey. All I needed was, as soon as that top came off, I got the bag. You feel me?
I don't have the strength. Do you have the strength to do a slow slide back?
Even today, I can't get like 2 inches up off the floor on the pole. I could dance around the pole.
Well,
you know.
You're a wonderful looking woman of a certain age, though.
Honey.
Right? I saw that you gave yourself a facial before you got here.
Yes, yes, I went to my friend Mamie, Skin by Mamie.
Yes.
Look, y'all.
So how often you take care of your skin, you respect the process.
But to be honest, my facial, you know, are only done. My facials are only done here in New York City. I go to Mamie, who's one of my very close friends. I've been using her for years.
All those facialists in LA?
Honey, but no one's Mamie. Trust me, you should go. I should set you up.
I got my rhythm
I know
already.
you do. You fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. How I'm doing. Shoe cam, please.
Oh, yeah, it's a little...
No, down. Nothing like a little
Louboutin, darling. You know, that's all that always works, right?
You're still working 5 inches, though, at our age.
I can't take it, honey. They made me walk downstairs. I almost came out here flat-footed. Okay?
Do you wear heels when you date, or are you...
Hell no. Only in the bedroom. Let me stop.
How's Sidra?
First of all, Sidra is amazing. She's producing, you know. She has the new Angela Davis movie. She's producing with Lionsgate. She's amazing. She's fabulous.
Sidra, everybody, is Tasha's identical twin. And when I say identical...
Honey, so identical that I was working on Empire, and I come into my dressing room, and Sidra's got my phone going through all my text messages. I was like, B, how you get in my phone? She was like, girl, the Face ID worked. I said, girl...
I love that.
I couldn't believe that she literally opened my phone. I said, this is a problem. She said, only if your bank Face ID work, okay?
But you know what? And we talk about you being twin all the time when you come here. You know I love twins. You all are so identical. Do you wish you had your own birthday?
No, because then we wouldn't have anyone to fight with.
Right. And make up with.
I mean, seriously.
And
like,
fight other people with.
Oh, no, because you know, I can fight her, but can't nobody fight her. I will fight them.
Okay. And you're from Camden.
I'm from Camden, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
And let me tell you this, though, but during our birthday, we fight because we always want to do something different.
It's in February.
Yes, it's in February, right? Thank you. Sidra wanted to go on vacation to Jamaica. I wanted to stay in LA with friends. So she went to Jamaica and got laid, and I ate crab. I was kind of jealous, though. I was like, well, maybe I should have went to Jamaica, okay?
Well, there's always time for the other.
Exactly.
All right, so now on Empire, which we love you on Empire, you're not there a lot, but when you're there, You're there.
Have a great time, sis.
It's you and Taraji and the whole bit.
Yes.
What is that like? Because I love all. I can't imagine who talks more.
I think we all fight to talk more. I mean, they're like my real sisters, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like Sidra has 2 other sisters, okay? But Taraji and Vivica are just so much fun. We have a great time. We hang out, we party. You know, Vivica and I now don't have Taraji booed up. You know when chicks get booed.
Right. I'm that one. I'm that one.
Right, you know, they leave
Bye, girls.
Bye, girls. See you.
I'll see you on the other side.
Exactly. So that's Taraji now. She's all booed up.
Right.
But Vivica and I are out eating crab and drinking wine every night after work. So.
Chicago's got good food.
Oh, they really do.
Now, you directed last night's episode.
Sis, yes.
Good for you.
Wendy.
Do you get more money when you direct? Is there a bonus?
It's not necessarily, I mean, unless you do a pilot, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it all kind of equals out to the same, but it's so rewarding. And you know my acting school, TSAW, I feel like TSAW has prepared me to be a wonderful director. And
well, you get credit on your resume, so certainly that's something that money can't buy.
right, absolutely.
Is that the first time you ever directed anything?
No, I directed the movie with Lance Gross and Little Mama.
Oh.
When Love Kills, I did some of the Tales episodes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were ready.
Yes, I've been directing, and so Lee Daniels and Billy Woodruff, you know, they opened up the opportunity for me to direct Star, and then I got called back to direct another episode, and now I have all these other opportunities to direct.
Well, last night's episode, because I've been to Rick Ross' house before, his mansion.
Yes.
Was Rick Ross mansion, and Rick Ross was in it.
Honey, wasn't that fabulous? You know, we were looking for a mansion, and you know, we got to utilize our resources. We couldn't find one, so I called Rick Ross. I was like, hey, buddy, how you doing? I need a mansion, okay? He let me use his mansion, you know, and it's like, can I get the cars too, you know?
On such short notice.
It was such a blessing. And then I was like, Rick, I got this role. Will you do it? And Rick Ross is such a wonderful actor. I've worked with him again another time, and now I can't wait for the next time we work together. He's such a
Is he
sweetheart.
single? You're single?
No, Rick is not single.
Okay.
He's got a baby mama and a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we good.
How's your dating life? Because last we talked, well, how is it?
Okay, listen, God is good.
Okay.
All the time. No,
Okay.
I am having a ball, Wendy. It is nothing better, honestly, than a single life and options. You know what I mean? Options.
And no roommates?
Honey, no roommates. Are you kidding me? I'm so happy I come home to myself and kick a brother out when I want to.
Yes.
You know, because, you know, sometimes women think it's a bad thing to just be with yourself, and it's not.
Well, sometimes you change your mind later in life, because when you and I have talked, you've always wanted to be married and have children. Now, do you still want children?
Honey, I'll adopt a 17-year-old. I'll give him a year in the house and then
You had
go
a
to
bad
college.
experience with somebody's child?
You know what it is?
They're
I'm
loud.
just selfish, sis.
Yes.
I want to travel the world. I want to do me. I mean, it's just not me. I guess I'm just sitting this one out. But my TSAW children are my children. So I'm very fulfilled, and I have a beautiful goddaughter.
And also, TSAW, now, you don't really brag about this thing that you have. She's an acting teacher, TSAW.
Yeah.
But you taught Mary J. Blige to be a better actress, because she's acted before.
Oh, she's
But she was
amazing.
Oscar nominated under your tutelage.
Yes.
How'd that happen?
Oh, my goodness. Well, Mary called me up, and she was like, I was in the studio with Denzel Washington, and I was telling Denzel that I was really trying to take my acting more serious, and Denzel suggested her to come to my class. And she was like, Tasha Smith? My Tasha Smith? Because we're friends, but I never really talked to her about me teaching acting.
Right.
Because it's not a thing that I try to lead with. It's just part of my passion. And so she came to me. We worked on it. We still work on everything. She's an amazing actress and talent, and I am so proud of her.
Good for you.
So
and good for
proud.
her. By the way, you look in that dress, that black dress right there on the, look at you.
You know, trying to keep that right. You know,
Okay.
that's footloose and fancy free action right there. That means, honey, I'm footloose and fancy free, having fun.
I like your
love it.
Uncensored show. How'd that come about? The Uncensored show, everybody.
Yeah, because people, they just, you know, they came to me and said, there's certain things about your testimony in life that people don't know. Would you be willing to just open up the view a little more and just share it? And you know me, Wendy. I'm always very transparent and honest with people. I love to empower people through my story and testimony because there are women like me out there there that need to know they can do it, they can get through it. God is good. The grace of God is sufficient.
Yes.
You know what? There is this scripture, not trying to preach, but there's a scripture that says, in my weakness is his strength perfected in me.
I love you.
You hear me?
Tasha Smith, everybody. Thank you for being here. Uncensored is her show, and it airs Sunday nights at 10 on TV1. Ask Wendy is next. For Ask Wendy. Everybody make yourselves comfortable except for you. Come on out. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do?
My name is Cynthia. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, and I'm an engineer.
Okay, how can I help?
I'm here because I've been in a long-term relationship for
How long?
17 years.
Oh.
We're not married, and his mother is not happy about it.
She loves you?
She should. I'm a delight. I want to know what I should say to her to get her to finally accept that we are the way we are. We may get married, we may get...
Do you have children with him?
No children.
Does he have children?
No.
Talk to him. I mean, children are children. I was just fishing. Okay. Talk to him to talk to her.
Okay.
And you have to be very emphatic with him, and don't do it with smiles. Let him know this is seriously bothering you. You're a woman of a particular age. How old are you?
46.
Yeah, you're a woman of a particular age. The children thing might be in the cards, might be out of the cards. You don't want to have children.
No.
Okay. Marriage is something that is good for other people, not for you guys. Talk to him to talk to his mom.
I will.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Come on over. How you doing, Wendy? Fine, thanks. Who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do?
My name is Jackie. I'm from D.C. D.C. in the house, Wendy.
Okay.
And I'm retired.
Okay.
Wendy, I have a friend.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And we've been friends about 40 years.
Oh, gosh, please, Jackie, don't put me in the middle of this.
No, I have to. I need to know.
It might be over.
My father, before he passed,
God, Jackie.
he told me that he slept with my friend. Now, she calls me constantly. And, you know, obviously I feel a certain way. And I want to know, should I finally tell her or
Jackie.
just let it go?
Okay, co-host, I'm sorry. This is very serious.
Yes.
Okay, listen. Did it only happen maybe one time?
Wendy, I really don't know, so I don't...
Were they in love?
No.
Okay, look, no, listen. Did you ever walk in on them?
Never.
If she didn't tell you this, would you have known?
No.
Okay, then that is still your friend of 40 years. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to call her up after the show. And today is Thursday. You're going to make plans to get together with her over the weekend, all right? You're going to have this talk, and you can cry or whatever, but get over it.
Should I tell her? You say tell her?
Tell her that you know, and tell her you forgive her. And don't ask her the circumstances and all that crap. It doesn't need to be told. Your father is passed, and he made her happy.
I'ma try. I'ma try.
All right, Jackie, be good. Oh, more Ask Wendy next. Let's get it bumping. Start your weekend early with us. Thursday, two rap greats here together, Birdman and Juvenile. The Cash Money Stars have reunited for a new album, and they dropped their new song tomorrow. All right, it's time for more Ask Wendy. Come on over. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Sakina from Jersey. How you doing?
Good, Sakina. And what do you do?
I'm an educator.
Okay, let me help you.
So, Wendy, my man and I have been together for 18 months, and it's all good.
Okay.
We're both from Jersey, but he's an engineer. He works out of town overnights in Manhattan.
Okay.
But, Wendy...
That's right there. I mean, we're right here. It's the same
but,
thing.
Wendy, I have a 3-day rule, and I needs to be satisfied. Okay? So I go see him. He comes to see me.
How do you get to the kids in the classroom?
We have time for that, Wendy.
Okay.
So now listen, my friends think I'm being a little too demanding. What do you think, Wendy?
Does he think you're being demanding?
No, he don't have no problem.
Well, then tell your friends to have several seats. You're welcome. Come on. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? Come on.
My name is Lori. I'm from Rockland County.
Okay.
And I'm one of your regulars. I try to come once a month.
I recognize your beautiful hair, Lori.
Thank you.
How can I help?
My son moved down the block, and
From
from
me or
Rockland
you?
County. From you.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
I asked if I could stay over, and he offered to crash.
Okay.
But how often is too often?
Well, how often do you come to Wendy?
At least once a month.
Well, I don't think once a month is too much for him to make time for you to stay over. Sure.
Oh, good.
Does he live right across the street?
No, he lives down on the east side.
Got you on 26th.
Yes.
Well, look, once a month, and thank you for supporting our show. All right, Lori. Come on over. How you doing?
How you doing?
Now, what's your name? Where are you from, and what do you do?
My name's Autumn. I'm a dental receptionist, and I'm from Philly.
Okay.
All right. So my son, he's 11. He's growing up so fast. He keeps asking me about puberty and girls. Is it time to just have that conversation with him? But I want him to be a kid.
But, you know, these days, these kids, I mean, I only know by example. Me and Kev started talking with Kev around 8 years old.
Okay.
Because he was asking questions and things were happening.
Okay.
And you just give them as much as you want. But one thing that I wouldn't do, this is just me.
Yes.
I don't use fake names. You say penis, you don't say pee-pee.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
A little at a time, Mom. Good luck.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we have time for another? Come on.
Hey, Wendy. My name's Jeff. How you doing?
How you doing, Jeff?
I'm good.
What do you do?
I'm a college student in New
Okay.
York, yeah.
All right, how can I help?
So I live with 6 roommates in a suite.
All boys?
All boys, yeah.
Okay, in the dorm?
Yes.
Okay.
And we have a kitchen area. We all share one
I
kitchen.
remember this life.
Yes. Now, one roommate...
Is dirty as hell. Okay? You're lucky it's only one.
Right, but, like, it's worth, like, 5 people's... Like, it makes up for all of us, you know what I mean? And we kind of have a policy, like, clean up after yourself. And we, you know, all of us kind of know who it is, but he kind of won't own up. He kind of is playing, like...
But is he nice other than that slob thing?
No.
He's mean too?
So should we call him...
Yeah. Okay, because I'm saying you could set him up and call the RA and have him kicked out of your room. You take your pot down the hall. You know, but no, seriously, that's what an RA is for. You go to your resident assistant, and the resident assistant will handle it. And you make sure that it's not just you who goes, it's a group effort. She's a sales rep for Miller Beer. And she admitted she drinks all day. And she's here with her boss. Cool. What's your name?
I'm Courtney.
Have a seat, everybody. This is Courtney's time.
How you doing?
How you doing? Well, okay. Courtney, we're gonna play Celebrity Face Swap.
Okay.
Now, we have 2 celebrity faces and we've mushed them together and you have to tell me who each celebrity is. And I'm good at this, but not this one.
Okay.
Okay, let's see the face
I'm
and
nervous.
go. Don't help her. How many fingers do I have up?
Can I get some help? Can I ask the audience?
I'll bet. No, I'll help. They are a British girl group. Their other members, one is black and one is white.
Spice Girls.
Yes. No, wait. Which ones?
Oh, Mel B.
And
red
hair.